No, I think I should have done that. I didn't do that because and that's when the first show was really, really bad. And but then I see it. That's always been the case in my life. I've started slow always, and picked up gradually. That's probably because that's also an indication towards thinking that I think I'm over smart. I think that I'm smarter than I am, kar lenge type. But when you can't do anything without preparation ever in life is what I feel. Something you have to know something. But then when I went in, that became my training ground. I understood. I really applied myself that I can't take away from myself. I was trying to not only understand how to portray my scenes, I was trying to understand what the direction or the edit or the music is going to do to what I am doing as well. And then, as I was saying, there's this 4 or 5 year period where I didn't work at all, and I was only watching content. I was trying to strengthen that skill. So yeah, it happened over time, but I should have come prepared better, is what I feel. So I already had the show. What happened with me was that I had the show from Delhi. I came here to Bombay. I was modeling, but I would hardly call that modeling. I had done like 3-4 print things. So I'd taken this show from Delhi and I'd come. Only because after I'd come here, I'd signed the contract is when I went back. I told my CEO that, oh, sir, this is the case and this is the scenario. And he was an extremely generous man. He said, you can leave tomorrow. You know, there's people in my life that gave me opportunities. That's why I'm here where I am. So I'm going to give you this opportunity. I'm not going to trouble you. You just get out, do your thing. He paid me handsome gratuity as well. So I'm very, very grateful to him for that. Then I came to Bombay. Gratuity kept me going for a while, but the show didn't take off. So the show took off like 6-7 months later. So the reason I'm telling you is that I couldn't audition at that time. I could not go to auditions because I was signed up somewhere. I did at one point in time ask permission to give auditions for ads from my producers, and they were, because I was like, I'm running out of money, yeah. So they said, okay, you can go to give auditions, and the audition scenario at that time for advertisements was that there used to be a room that could accommodate, let's say, 80 people, and there were 150 in it, and they were all climbing up each other. Honestly, I got really discouraged, and I really, salute the strength of the people who actually go out do this every day. I used to go, so I didn't have an agent, so I didn't know what ad was being shot where. So I just used to go and check, and if I liked the content, I used to go and wait. Otherwise, I would just leave. During this time, there was an ad that I got that was for a car brand that paid me handsomely, so I could stay back then. So that's how it happened. We didn't get to know how popular the show was because we were never out. There was we used to shoot like 12-14 hours, go back home, sleep, and me and Sanaya were working every day because we were the main leads. We were pretty much in every scene for like a year and 9 months, I think, or 2 years maybe, I don't know. We were shooting every day. We had no idea what was happening. In the meanwhile, a few award functions happened, and our show was taking away all the awards. That's when we realized, okay, hep popular. But we didn't know it was going to be that crazy. So we had nothing to handle fame. But just when I finished the show, by that time, because I had let go of the show because I was like, I'm done with it. By that time, I had something in my mind. I want to do a certain kind of work. And that was the only thing that was playing up on my mind at that time. I was not thinking about how famous I am. I have to capitalize on this fame. Fortunately, talent alone is not enough. Luck matters a lot, and I've started saying this lately. And you have to be at the right place at the right time, and to deliver. There's such a string of things that have to happen right for you in order for you to be placed in the place where you wish to be placed when you first came into the industry. There's a lot of things that have to go right. So this is a very, very difficult industry to make it in and sustain, for that matter. I've chosen all difficult projects here. और ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे पास यही काम आया था खाली, ऐसा नहीं. मैंने कम काम किया, but I had, अगर if possibility be, I don't know how many films or shows I've done, but if I would have said yes to everything, I would have done something like 100 or 120 now. But the quality of that work would have been like 4 out of 10, 4.5 out of 10. So I try to associate myself with the kind of people that are like-minded. I would like to think I'm reasonably intelligent, if not a genius. So and you kind of understand this person is understanding the craft or the yes man. I've been very, very fortunate with that respect. The kind of people I've had around are like the kinds ki, no, you're doing great. I don't have ki, sir, aap to kind of. So I really don't associate with those kind of people anyway. So I think I surrounded myself with the right people, with the right opportunities by filtering the projects that I did. So I'm very, very blessed to be, and I've made good friends with all the people that I've worked with in the last 3-4 years. This is very Ikatte. I'm playing a Sikh in Ikatte. That's exactly why I've not shaved for a while. I can't afford to offend the Sikh community. They're my in-laws. My wife is a Sikhni.
आप देख रहे हैं सौगंध टीवी, सौगंध वतन की।